is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Well, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5, ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach, Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got 2 of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun, trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, and all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Elliott, the leading rusher for the 2nd time in his 3 NFL seasons. 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than 2nd place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is first and goal from about the 8. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A first down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Football going back to the Cleveland Browns here. All right, let's take a peek back at last season. 7-8-1. You mentioned it earlier. They were a few breaks away from being a playoff team. Hard to believe. But now you go into the offseason for the first time in a long time, Charles, with expectations going into next year.
And how excited is everyone to actually have expectations rather than being the laughing stock of the NFL? You just mentioned they went 7-8-1, 0-16 in 2017, so everyone will take that. But you're right. What's the next step? With Baker Mayfield at quarterback, they believe they can contend for a playoff spot next year. They still will need some help on the defensive end, but what a great place they've started. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Denzel Ward at cornerback, both of them going to the Pro Bowl this season.
Throwing, Mayfield, screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
third down is a key down in any game you play, and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Prescott now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here you go. Here you go. 4 and 8. Swing. Swing to the pit. Right. To the right. Let's go. Let's go. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Second down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Mayfield on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Mayfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Mayfield to throw it. Fells has it, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a big play there for the Browns. 55 yards. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Line, 26.
Prescott on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the counter, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Awesome. It's coming now. 47.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46. Here we go 47. 26.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They go with Chubb on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mayfield looks to throw underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 46.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Throwing here, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. That one goes for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Power Power running by Zeke. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, Prescott here to throw. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is quick. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bread on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash. hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah, in the limit. Yeah, super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides I can shove. Running out of time, pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here, empty your pockets. I don't do that. You're my prisoner. You do what I tell you